American people can look at it, which is what we want to have happen.
Congressman, the second dossier that we're just learning about through the Senate, through Lindsey Graham and Chuck Grassley, what's the most alarming thing to you when you learn about the details?
Well, it's the names we keep hearing are Sidney Blumenthal and Cody Shearer. People have been around the Clintons forever as being a part of this. But I also think it's kind of interesting because what it looks like is they paid Steele to put together the dossier. Then they told him what to put in it. Talk about rigging the game and putting together a document that's going to serve your purposes as an opposition research document. That's what it looks like the Clinton team did. And then when you see names like Sidney Blumenthal coming up, I mean, this is the same guy. We deposed this guy during the Benghazi committee hearings. This guy has been around the Clintons forever. He was knee deep in the whole Libya Benghazi story, particularly the story where they weren't square with the American people about what was the actual catalyst of that attack, and they tried to blame it on a video. So I find that all interesting, particularly that they hire Steele to produce the dossier, then they're actually telling him what to put in the dossier, and then they're leaking that to the press. I mean, come on, that's not how it's supposed to work. And then saying that there was Russian collusion on his part. Meanwhile, they're the ones that are sending this British spy into Russia to pull information that hasn't been proven. And that final work product, this is where we come right back to the memo last week. That final work product, that dossier, was taken to a secret court to get a secret warrant to spy on a fellow citizen, and they weren't clear with the court who paid for it, what was involved with it, and the fact that they'd already fired Chris Steele from any type of relationship with the FBI because he broke a fundamental trust. He went to the press and told them he was working with the FBI, and yet they still used his work product, this dossier. That's what's so ridiculous about how they handled this and why that memo last week from the Republicans was so important that the American people see.
Congressman, it sounds like you would like to have the transcripts or whatever records from the FISA proceedings released. I know David Nunes would like to. I haven't heard from any Democrats saying, yeah, let's release that stuff yet, though.
Yeah, well, you'd have to ask them, but I think the American people would like to see. Remember, this is a secret court, and there's been thousands and thousands and thousands of applications go to this court over the years. Very few were ever rejected. So let's find out exactly what is given to that court. Let's use this one as the example to see that. I think that'd be good for the American people.
3 of those 11 judges were appointed by the Clintons, by Bill Clinton, and all it takes is one judge, right, to make the decision?
When that application is put in front of the court, there's one judge there making the decision. That's right. And there's subsequent times that it has to get renewed. There could be different judges, but it's one judge at the time.
Well, if they could, it would be great to see the transcripts to see what went down. All right.